Hi guys, it's Ben Heath from Lead Guru, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how and why you should become a Facebook marketing partner if you can. There are some real advantages to doing so, so I'm going to talk through some of those and talk through the process, what the criteria are. And yeah, I think it's something that a lot more Facebook advertisers should be looking into. Before I get into that, just want to very quickly ask for you to smash that like button. Please click that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you are new and haven't done so already. Okay, so you can sort of Google around Facebook Marketing Partner and you'll see all sorts of various pages and things like that come up. I'm on one of those pages, become a Facebook Marketing Partner here, that I'm going to sort of go through some of the things, some of the advantages, some of the stuff that you need to have. The advantages of becoming a Facebook Marketing Partner, if you go on these sorts of pages and have a look around Facebook support docs, you'll see loads of information. But for me, there's basically, well, there's mainly two. There are some others. The first is that you definitely get better access to Facebook support. Now, whether you're, and I'm going to get onto this in a minute, whether you're an agency operating for clients or you're running this as your own business, you're running your Facebook ad campaigns and things for your own company, everyone would love to have better access to Facebook support. If your ad account gets disabled, which we know happens all the time, often unfairly, you want to be able to jump on chat and get someone to take a look at that much faster. And that's one of the big advantages that being a Facebook marketing partner gives you, is that support network. If we have an ad account that go down, we can normally get it back up and running within a few hours, whereas I know a lot of people are waiting weeks, aren't they? So that's one of the major advantages, is all the support side of things. That also what comes with that often is high quality reps. So when Facebook reach out to you and they say, would you like to set up a call with the marketing expert? We've definitely seen a big difference when you're in, or we've had clients within the marketing partner program. You get high quality contacts within Facebook to communicate with, and their advice is better and they're better able to escalate issues and all that sort of stuff. Okay. The other side of things, and this is somewhat recent, is that Facebook have started making a lot of suggestions around how to improve performance. So we've been sort of experimenting with this over the last couple of months since we've really been paying attention to it. And much in the same way that if you've got any experience with like Google Ads, Google have been doing this for a while, where they will say, we predict X percentage improvement in performance if you change these 3 settings. And it's all done through their, automatically, but it's certainly helpful, So we've got tons, dozens and dozens of ad accounts within our business manager account. And Facebook has started popping up with suggestions of, we'd recommend you change this setting, we recommend you change this setting, it'll help improve performance. Some of those we've enacted and we've seen better results from that, which is great. Not all the advice given, all the suggestions I think you want to go ahead with. Some of them we've seen and we've been like, no, that's not quite right. Seems to be some things they always recommend, like always going with automatic placements. We know that, yes, that's right a lot of the time with conversion campaigns, but not in every single scenario. If we're running an omnipresence content campaign, it's not necessarily something we want to do. Well, it's not something we want to do. But having those recommendations are more useful. And it also very much seems that Facebook is going to push this quite hard. They know that a significant agency community has been built up. And not just agencies, and I'm going to get into that in a second. This is not just for agencies anymore, which is great. It used to be, but it's not just for agencies anymore. But they know that a significant agency community is built up, and they know that if Facebook can provide these people with support, they can get better results for their clients. They can get more clients through the door. They can help Facebook make more money by generating more advertising revenue. Facebook's not sort of seeing, as Google, I think, at one stage kind of did internally, saw, digital marketing agencies and things like that who operated on Google. They saw them as maybe not desirable, unnecessary. And Google have changed their tune on that, by the way. But Facebook seems to have really embraced their agencies and thinking, these guys are effectively unpaid salesmen for us. Like my business, for example, we work very hard to convince people to spend money on Facebook advertising, lots of money on Facebook advertising. We work very hard to get our clients great results, so they scale up their Facebook ad budget. So Facebook's going to be putting more and more into this, and I think the requirements are going to get harder and harder to get in. So it makes sense to try and get in now if you can. If you're an agency, and I said this is not just for agencies, if you are an agency or your Facebook advertising services, this is an absolute no-brainer. You 100% want to come and do this. Okay, so we've got becoming a Facebook marketing partner. I'm going to go through some stuff in a second, but let's just have a look at some of the requirements. So this is another tab up here, can't remember what this page is called. Oh, it's just something we're already obviously a Facebook marketing partner, so it's not providing what that page is. But this is the section I want to have. So qualifying Facebook marketing partner for agency. So this is agency specific. I don't know exactly what the criteria are for the other two categories. I'm going to show you some of the stuff around that in a second. And that's because we don't fit into the other two categories. We're obviously an agency and signed up a long time ago. But the requirements are not very onerous, right? So verified business manager is what you need. Okay. Very straightforward. Spend minimum of 10,000 USD in 180 days. So if you've got $10,000 spent within 6 months within your business manager account, that's the spend requirement. That is not a lot at all. If you're an agency with, even one client, you're probably going to hit that. So that's very easy to get in on. This one's fairly non-negotiable. It says be headquartered in a supported market. I don't know exactly what the list of supported markets is. If you go ahead and give this a go through this process, if you're not in a supported market, your Facebook will say, and they'll find out pretty quickly. Again, I think they're going to be expanding this program, so more and more countries are going to be made available. But there you go. But I know that, for example, obviously like US, UK, and major advertising countries certainly are. You need some business pages in there. So your business manager must be connected to at least 10 Facebook pages, each having a minimum ad spend of 100 USD in the last 90 days. That actually might be the harder option, the harder box to tick than the spend for a lot of you Facebook ad agency owners, because you may have, 6, 7 clients and not enough pages. You could probably create a few, to be perfectly honest, yourself and just have a little play with 100 USD just to get this box ticked off. That might be the more difficult one. But again, an agency of any size is going to have 10 clients. Remember, this is obviously going to include a page of yours at least. You could even create, as I said, 2 or 3 others, so you can hit this fairly easily. And then of course you've got to comply with all the ad policies and all that sort of stuff. But that's fairly straightforward. So that's all you need to get in the first place. Okay, it's not obviously going to be available for everyone, but for a lot of people who watch my stuff, particularly those who offer Facebook advertising services, they're probably already ticking this box. Okay, and then we've also got some information down here around how the Facebook Marketing Partner Program is ranked, right? So you basically move up in tiers within the Facebook Marketing Partner Program. When you first get in, I think it's just you have like a regular account, and then you can go up to a preferred level, and then you can go up to a premium level. There's sort of the 3 tiers, at least the last time I checked. Obviously, this is subject to change by Facebook. But this is all done based on things like spend, qualifying placements, how many active pages you've got, qualifying spend. So like to go up to the preferred level, which is the next one up, I think you need $2 million ad spend in your business manager across the last 180 days. I can't remember. Yeah, and 90% of that spend also needs to come from like conversion campaigns, can't come from brand awareness. You need a whole bunch of active pages. I can't remember the exact numbers. So that's where we are. We've moved into the preferred tier. Then the premium one, it's like 20 million, I believe, over the last 6 months, which is really quite a lot. I mean, you're talking million, 3 million plus per month to get into the premium, which you would need either very, very large clients with massive budgets to do that, or a lot of clients that are, even if a client's spending $50,000 a month, you need a lot of those to get to over 3 million a month, as you can do the calculations. And you also need a whole bunch. I think you might need 100 plus pages that you're managing to get to premium. So there aren't that many businesses, Facebook ad agency owners, in the premium section. I said we're in the preferred. I expect we'll get to the premium at some point, but don't quite meet the criteria there. But as you go through, based on these requirements, your benefits and what you get and your access to support improves as well. So not only do you want to get in, you want to try and move through the tiers where you can. I mean, obviously the jumps are huge, right? So going from, you may have an agency that's, across your clients, you're spending, $100,000 a month, which would be absolutely fantastic, right? And you're doing really well, but obviously that over a 6-month period is $600,000. You've got a way to go to get to the 2 million. So getting in at $10,000 spent over the last 180 days versus going up to preferred at 2 million does take some time, takes a whole bunch of clients. So don't sort of worry if you're just stuck at the account level, is what I'm saying there. But if you can move up as your business grows, as you take on more clients, then that's fantastic. So that's what the requirements are if you are an agency, if you offer Facebook advertising services. Now, if we go back to the other page, and you can see, if I go to get started here, and this will bring up a link where you basically can apply for the program. So it says interest in the Facebook Marketing Partners Program. And if I scroll down, this is what I wanted to show you. You know, you can say interested in becoming a Facebook marketing partner. Obviously, you need to meet the criteria, and then you need to go ahead and fill out all the details, which I'm not going to do. But this is the really interesting part down here. So you have, you know, please select the Facebook marketing program type you were interested in. So originally, it was all just agency, and that's what we're in as, and that's what I've talked about with the qualifying things. But they've added commerce and creative. Now, I'm not going to go into these too much, but if I click into these and open these sort of up in new tabs, and this is what I was saying, this is not just a thing for agencies anymore. They're expanding their marketing partner program because they want to be able to provide great support, perhaps to larger businesses for the most part, that are e-commerce based or creative based and who aren't necessarily working with lots of clients. It might just be their business, their own assets, but their spend and their what they give to Facebook as a customer is worth Facebook investing more resources in them. So you can see here, look, help merchants maximize online sales by embedding Facebook eBooks, purchase Facebook Pixel, product catalog. That sounds fairly basic at the moment. There are some other benefits associated in this, and I think they're going to get added to as we go on. So even if you're watching this video and you think, well, I'm not an agency, come and check these out, right? Come and check out the commerce, go through this, see what it's all about. I don't know a huge amount about these, to be perfectly honest, because we're not in this one, right? We're in the agency side of things, and they do seem a little bit different, but there clearly is some benefits to be having in this. And as I said, I think they're only going to increase. Okay, so just go through, you can click get started, you can see what's going on and all that sort of stuff, right? You can see the requirements and that sort of thing. Okay, and then of course, there's the creative option, which again, I know very little about. You'll know more if this applies to you. Go through, read through the details. As I said, we're focused on the agency side because we are an agency. Right, so hopefully that has been useful. You now want to, where are we going to go? Let's come back to here. You now know that where possible, you want to try and become a Facebook marketing partner, especially if you're offering Facebook advertising services. It makes this an absolute no-brainer if you're a Facebook ad agency to become a marketing partner. There's a lot of things you can do once you get in there around providing information about your business and potentially using it as a option to find clients. You know, you can see here, connect with new clients, access partner-specific resources, and get served for your skills. It's not something that we've delved into very much because we just don't need to be perfectly honest. We generate tons of demand for our services from other sources, but might be something that you want to explore. You can upload all the information about your business and people can find you, and hence why they've got this section down here. But yeah, go ahead and give this a go and get on this. And I think you won't be sad that you did it. There's no downside. Didn't have to pay for it or anything like that. So there we go. Okay, before we go, a couple of things I want to quickly mention. The first is a free webinar I've created called 3 Killer Facebook Ad Strategies to Double or More Your Revenue. And in this webinar, I've broken down the 3 go-to sales funnels that we use for our clients all the time. And we have 3 different sales funnels that we use because you can't use the same sales funnel for every type of business, right? E-commerce needs different to lead gen, needs different to online. So there's different funnels depending on your products or services, depending on the price points. And it's very important that you're aware of that and that you get the right one for your business setup. Otherwise, you're just dead in the water. So I'd strongly recommend going through that webinar. It's completely free. Link is in the video description below. I think it'd be well worth your time. Other free thing I want to mention is our Facebook Ads Mastermind group. So we now have more than 70,000 members in our Facebook group that we own. It's an amazing community, full of Facebook advertisers just like you that want to get better results from Facebook ads, that are asking questions, getting them answered. I do free live trainings in the group. Yeah, really, if you want to get better results from Facebook ads, it's a really great place to be. It's one of the biggest communities of Facebook advertisers in the world now. So something we're really proud of, and we'd love to have you in there. We just try and give you as much help and support in there as we possibly can. So that's the other thing. Again, link is in the video description to go join that. If you found this useful, please let me know. Please, in the comments, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.